What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B Hot Radio Shout in. As always, I got my podcast partner off in this thing. OG Gangsta Wicked, the Ghetto Mafia.
Oh, dang.
What's going on, Wick? Okay, see, obviously Wick is still getting dressed for the show. So after he finished getting dressed for the show, then he'll probably come in with us.
I'm in the building.
But I got some housekeeping to do, man. I got some shout outs I got to give out, man. Do you got any shout outs you need to get off your chest?
Yeah, I do. There's a rapper.
Okay.
Great rapper.
Yeah.
Made a lot of hits in the 90s. People love him. Wicked from Ghetto Mafia. I want to shout him out.
Okay, I appreciate you shout out your partner, man. Also, I need to shout out, we got a lot of folks that rock with this show for real though, Wick.
Absolutely.
I was on Camerton Road the other day. My guy, Lil Pepsi, Lil Chad from the West Side, Thorough High. He told me to tell you what's happening, man.
All right, Lil Chad, what's happening? You don't never be in Decatur though.
Cause it ain't greater in Decatur. That's where them player haters live. I don't want to go live around a whole bunch of player haters.
Man,
I'm down there in the spots where it's happening.
He's just joking, y'all. He's just joking. People falling out their children in Decatur.
If y'all are turning out Negroes like this, I don't want nowhere near it. Okay. Also, man, I had a chance to slide through Memphis, and I got to shout out Big Steve from the Lorraine Hotel, man. He loved the show as well, and he just wanted to show some love in this thing, man. What's happening, Big Steve, Lil Chad, Lil Pepsi? Appreciate y'all rocking with us the long way, man.
Matter of fact, shout out Chatway, man. She just won an Icon Award.
Damn, sure did, Lil Chad.
Lil Chad,
what
man,
up, though,
Memphis,
Chad? Congratulations.
Man, that's right.
Now, Wick, first of all, I got back in town from being out of town. I was pissed off because we missed Donnie Houston. He was in the city when I had left out. He was going to come up to the show and we was going to have to cuss his ass out,
He didn't want to see you, B-High.
Oh, no.
That's why he came when you left.
No. No, he didn't want to see your black ass.
He knew what he was doing. Shout out to Donnie. He knew what he was doing.
Now, I got two things that you done pissed me off about, Wick. One of them is, I was on Instagram. My Religion is Rap. They posted that Lil Wayne has no album that is as good as Juvenile's 400 Degrees.
Lil Wayne has no album. Album or mixtape? See how they catch you.
No, they says Lil Wayne has no album that is as good as Juvenile's 400 Degrees. I love Lil Wayne, but I'm going to agree with that one.
Does mixtape count as album? If we're just saying, this thing, but they come out now that, okay, you put 15 songs on a mixtape, it's different than an album. It's the same thing to me as it's a collection of music. So if we're talking about a mixtape, what y'all technically call a mixtape, then he do. Well, the Carter 3. EJ, give me one real fast.
No Ceilings.
No Ceiling. That's right. Sorry for the Wait. All those are mixtapes, right, EJ? Yeah. Exactly. Those were right there with 400 Degrees. Now, if you're just saying strictly album, you may be right. You may be right if you're excusing all the mixtapes that Wayne did and just say strictly a album.
Well, nah, if you were to put Wayne's top 20 versus Juvie's top 20, I'm going to give it to Wayne. But when it comes to putting together a body of work that is classic material, 400 Degrees is one of the greatest Southern albums ever made.
Yeah, but Wayne if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Wayne on that album?
He was on that album.
Okay, wasn't BG on that album?
That's correct.
Okay, wasn't Turk on that album?
Correct.
To me, that's just a Hot Boys album. It's an
extension to
you
were just a hater.
You understand? They titled it Juvenile's album, but to me, it was a Hot Boys album. Let's talk about. If we're gonna say that, Wayne did it without none of them. Ooh. You understand what I'm saying? And if we're gonna say, okay, I'll give you album on Juvenile 400 Degrees. But I want to throw in who y'all be hating on all the time. I keep telling you, the BG. Shout out to BG in Prison. All Eyes on You, Volume 1, Volume 2. We talking about Clean Up Man. We talking about Get Your Shine On.
We talking
about I'm a silent BG. Niggas know me from thugging, but I'm a violent BG. Make my money rap. We talking about the beat. You might not know nothing about that. That was a little bit before you.
Well, now I know about the B Jizzle, man, but I'm about to let you know that, you know, when it comes to albums, Juvenile 400 Degree, you can't really put nothing else up against that album, man. You got to go deep into your motherfucking classic draw to find an album that you can stand up against 400 Degrees. There's not even many albums you can do that.
If he had done it, you know, strictly kind of by himself, then I would kind of agree with you. But to me, like I said, 400 Degrees is an extension is a Hot Boy album to me. The Hot Boys at that particular time were all hot. I really feel like I say, I know you hate me to keep going back to B Jizzle, but I feel like had they had Cash Money put just as much, because I feel like BG got them the deal. I feel like all BG first albums, Wayne was still too young.
Yeah.
Juvie hadn't quite found himself yet. Yeah. And Lord knows Turk, he was just, you know, he was riding just, you know, he was young with Wayne.
Yeah.
So he was just kind of riding, trying to find himself too. The leader to me was the BG. That's who got the deal to me. Then I feel like Cash Money kicked him to the curve. You know what I'm saying? And put all the resources into Wayne. I feel like
No, how you gonna skip that? How you gonna skip from BG straight to Wayne and not say 400 Degrees?
400 degrees.
That don't even make no sense.
That was only...
Juvie is the one that was the first one to go platinum and go worldwide with the music. See, you don't know about New Orleans music, you don't know much about Cash Money, You just over here bullshitting
about me in that song. I told you about that.
Oh, a whack ass nigga named Wicked That what he said? Is that what it was?
That 98 Mercedes on TV, Wick bought that.
I do remember that. I remember that.
He was talking about me on that.
No, he wasn't talking about you on that song, man.
So I cannot sit here in good conscience and hate on Juvenile. Plus, Juvenile was one of the first rappers. We called Juvenile and we were trying to get him to rap on the Straight from the Deck album.
What?
I think he was living here at the time.
Okay.
So, and Juvie was like, you know what, man? We asked, well, how much we would charge? Because, you know, we got the bag and everything. He said, man, it ain't about money, man. I front with y'all.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying, man? You ain't got to give me nothing, even though we had to give him something. But he was saying, he was the first one to say, nah, it ain't about no money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll do, just send me over what what y'all want to do.
Yeah.
We wound up not doing the record.
Damn.
Because the record was so powerful, and then it was was it Indicator? I think it was Indicator album. But me and Nino had already got into our zone. We had done the 3 verses, so putting him on there would have kind of, threw it off. Show me a team that's greater for Indicator.
That's right.
What we were kind of talking about, it wasn't his record.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So we fell back off of it. But
because y'all didn't want him to get on there and outshine you. Now, I don't know about Nino. I don't know about Nino, but he would have get it.
I need to do a record with you. I need to do a record with you.
He already got 5 dish records in the can waiting on me right now.
Long as I can beat you, I can die happy. Tupac said that. Long as my raps are better than Beehive's, I'm good to go. But you know what, Beehive, you may be right when it comes to the albums.
Well, you know what you just kind of messed me up with? I didn't see that one coming. When you said that 400 Degrees was a Hot Boy album.
It's a
lot of Hot Boys on that album.
That's how I viewed it.
It's a lot of Hot Boys on that album.
That's how I viewed a lot of the album. And you know what? To be fair, I have to say that with BG album too. Then All Eyes on You, Volume 1 and Volume 2, Clean Up Man, all that stuff. But I felt like the BG. I felt like when they were all kind of coming up, they were all kind of riding off of him. The BG had that street shit on lock, and I feel like that he's the one carried Cash Money, and then he passed the baton to Juvie, and then of course Juvie to Wayne, and then Wayne never gave it back.
I'm with that. You see what I'm saying? I can smell that.
So I always,
see, what you're not about to do is leave out Turk. What you're not about to do is leave out my dog
Turk come on the show and cuss you out all the time. I love him to death. You know what I'm saying? He check you every time he comes.
Nah, he has to cuss you out every time he comes. Matter of fact, with that being said, we got another one of y'all favorites that his arch nemesis, Jody Breeze, is about to pull up in a minute too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
And Jody said he got a few choice words for you. I don't even know why. I don't even know why he want to cuss you out, but he said he got a few choice words for you when he get in here.
I ain't gravy, Jody. I ain't gravy now. But yeah, I may have to agree with you. It pains me to do that. I'm gonna let the people decide. The people that really are from the NO.
That's right.
That know, before
and
they got the deal,
well.
and the South as well. Especially my Houston partners that followed New Orleans, because they all kind of went hand in hand back there. Memphis, Louisiana, some Texas.
Yeah.
Atlanta, we was always on our own thing. You see what I'm saying? We was kind of a little bit faster than everybody as far as the tempo of the music went.
See, now I'm with you.
I'm talking about
you got to make sure you word that correctly for our family.
Absolutely, the tempo of the music is what I meant. They were chopping screwed in Texas.
Yeah.
Now Memphis, all
that bounce.
Absolutely, you're right. So we'll let them decide. But me personally, the BG carried Cash Money, and 4 Degrees might have been the biggest album on there, but I still feel like the BG was the best artist to me on Cash Money because I like street music. Now, Wayne is the best lyricist, period. Wayne is the best artist, period. Wayne is the best crossover artist, period. Than all of them, hands down. That's not even close. But for what I like, the street niggas that I was messing with here in Atlanta, we all bumped the BG.
Even though you said that Juvie rapped about you in the song because you love this music so much.
I loved all of them. Not liked, I loved all. Man, I did a show with them, man, probably it might have been 1990 something, because all that, it was a crazy drug era for me. But we were in New Orleans, and I had been listening to their music, and I think they had just gotten the deal, and we did a show there. And when they came out, we opened up. When they came out, they were one of the only groups that I have ever that I stayed for the show. Mm-hmm. Normally, when I perform, I get the hell on. First of all, I don't want to, for what's coming in the parking lot, who looking for me. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to keep everybody guessing.
Yeah.
But I stayed and waited for those guys to perform. Yeah. Sat down, peeked out the curtain, and watched every single song that Cash Money, that all of them did. And I knew then when I saw Lil Wayne, he was a little bit older thing, but his style was just, and you could tell much more serious he was as far as the music. Well, just by looking at him, how he carried himself. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I was like, that he gonna be the man. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But the BG is what I listened to, and what I feel like carried and made Wayne and Juvie and Turk. Now that's all right, and I stand on that. I feel like the BG music carried the Cash Money and made them what they are today. And I don't feel like he get enough props for it. And I'm gonna say it. Shout out to BG.
Well, you know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm gonna say about them hot boys. I think what made them all so fire is that all of them had their very own delivery and tone of voice.
They did.
BG had that slick ass voice too, man. Right. And that's what made his delivery so damn hard. Mm-hmm. Wayne, he was young and he was witty with what the hell he was saying. Right. But when Juvie said, I eat, sleep, shit, and talk rap. Right. On that Manifest, Juvie got on them Manifest tracks and gave them what they needed, man. He nobody had ever heard that before.
He did.
He kind of changed the sound coming out of New Orleans his damn self, too.
Right, he did. But he didn't keep going. And I don't know if that was business. I don't know what that was. I want to know why. You see what I'm saying? Was somebody hating on Juvie? When Wayne got the football, did he just not give it back? You see what I'm saying? What we used to call in basketball on the black court, you know what I'm saying? Nigga hot dogging, nigga ball hogging, then Wayne ball hog. Yeah.
Yeah, out there wheeling.
Wayne was out there wheeling.
We hate nigga that wheeling out there on the court, man.
Wayne got a string on the ball. You thought you get a pass.
Damn, Wayne, back.
But yeah, so you got to get the Juvie, but hey, I still stand on it. The BG, you know what I'm saying? He made Cash Money to me.
I'm with you on that. I got to give it to Juvie. Really, I think it was just an awesome team of awesome, stars that came together.
It was.
It's kind of like a doggone Voltron they had going on in that thing. Because everybody could stand alone.
Baby, Manny,
everybody could put out a solo album, and anybody could have put out a solo album.
You can out rap Baby. I think you could have beat Baby.
Baby, but see, not with Wayne writing for him. That with Wayne writing for him.
Didn't come off right.
Shit. That with Wayne writing for him. But see, this is what I was about to say though. I believe any one of those characters could have gave you a 400 degrees. It was a timing situation.
It was. Okay.
At that moment when Juvie dropped that album, if any one of them would have been in the forefront and all of that stuff would have went to them, any one of them would have gave you a 400 degree.
Okay, and you had no argument with me. That's fair.
But Juvie still that nigga.
But BG still that nigga. Y'all heard what I said. We'll let the people decide.
Yeah, hit them comments, man. Let us know. This is the question once again, straight from My Religion Is Rap Instagram. Lil Wayne has no album that is as good as Juvenile's 400 Degrees.
But he has some hell of a mixtapes that since y'all don't want to, classify a mixtape and an album that's different. If you say mixtapes, now like I say, he has some mixtapes that Sorry for the Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. That can go hand in hand.
Wick, you ain't listening to now one of them damn mixtapes. You all Sorry for the Wait. You don't know what. Give me 5 songs off of Sorry for the Wait.
Don't worry about what don't try to check me. Don't try to check don't try to check me. Right now I have nothing right here in front of me. I don't know the whole list of all the songs, but I do know that Lil Wayne.
Because you tried to pull a fast one on me.
I know that Lil Wayne hands down was the best crossover artist and the best artist out of all of them. BG just was the best street artist. Let's go.
Okay.